Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's time for my Europa League Matchday 3 predictions, and this time we're going deep. I've researched every team, every key player, and every tactical setup to give you the most detailed breakdowns possible. First, I'll go through all my predictions, then we'll look at what you guys voted for in the community poll. Let's get started. Braga have started the Europa League with 2 wins and no goals conceded. Their defensive structure under Artur George has been excellent, with Rodrigo Zalazar and Leonardo Lello combining for 8 goal contributions already. Braga's pressing game and ball retention, 87% pass accuracy, make them hard to break down. Red Star, meanwhile, are struggling. They've only picked up 1 point and conceded 3 goals. Despite strong domestic form, they've looked vulnerable in Europe, especially away. Braga's home record and tactical discipline should be enough to secure a comfortable win. Brann are flying at home, winning their last 5 matches at Brann Stadion. They beat Utrecht 1-0 last time out and have scored in every home game this season. Bard Finner and Ulrik Mathiasen are key threats, and Freya Alexandersson's 4-3-3 system is working well. Rangers, on the other hand, are winless in Europe and just appointed Danny Roll as a manager. They've lost both group games and have only 1 away win all season. With key injuries and a shaky defence, I think Brann will edge this one. FCSB started strong with a win over Go Ahead Eagles, but were poor against Young Boys. They've struggled to create chances, and their defence is missing key players like Popescu and Grejovac. Bologna, meanwhile, are coming off a 2-0 Serie A win over Cagliari and have Riccardo Orsolini in great form. Vincenzo Italian's side are well organised and finally won away from home. With Orsolini and Lewis Ferguson pulling the strings, I expect Bologna to get their first Europa League win. Fenerbahce bounced back from a loss to Dinamo Zagreb with a 2-1 win over Nice. They've got attacking depth with Talisca, Aktürkoğlu and Marco Asensio. Stuttgart are missing Emirdin Demirovic and have struggled away, losing 2-0 to Basel. Despite strong Bundesliga form, their Europa League performances have been inconsistent. Fenerbahce's home record and pressing game should give them the edge. Feyenoord are desperate for points after 2 losses. They've yet to score in Europe but have attacking talent like AS Ueda and Calvin Stengs. Panathinaikos have Anas Zarori, who scored a hat-trick on matchday 1, but they lost to Go Ahead Eagles last time out. Historically, they've struggled against Dutch sides, drew 1, lost 4. Feyenoord's possession game and home support should help them finally get off the mark. Genk beat Rangers but lost narrowly to Ferencvaros. They've been inconsistent, especially defensively, failing to keep a clean sheet in 4 straight games. Oh Hyung-gu and Yuri Saw are dangerous, but Betis are unbeaten and well balanced. Manuel Pellegrini's side drew with Forest and beat Ludogorets. With Lo Celso and Antony in form, Betis have more control, but Genk's home form makes this a likely draw. Villa are one of only 3 teams with maximum points and no goals conceded. They beat Bologna and Feyenoord, with John McGinn scoring in both games. Emiliano Buendia and Ollie Watkins are on form, and Unai Emery's side are unbeaten in 6 European games against Dutch teams. Go Ahead Eagles won their first ever Europa League match against Panathinaikos, but they've conceded in 5 straight games and are missing Victor Edvardsson. Villa's quality should be too much. Lyon have 2 wins and no goals conceded. Their defence, led by Dominic Grief, has been solid, and Martin Satriano is scoring. Basel beat Stuttgart last time out, but have struggled away, losing their last 2 Europa League road games without scoring. Lyon's structure and home form should see them through. Salzburg are bottom of the group with 2 losses and no goals scored, but they're at home and desperate. Ferencvaros have 4 points and Barnabas Varga is in form. Salzburg's pressing game and youth could overwhelm Ferencvaros, especially with the crowd behind them. Expect a high-energy match with Salzburg finally scoring. Celta Vigo bounced back with a 2-0 win over PAOK last time out, and they've looked much more cohesive since switching to a 4-2-3-1. Iago Aspas remains the leader, but Borja Iglesias has stepped up with 3 goals in his last 4 games. Their midfield, anchored by Fran Beltran and Luca De La Torre, has improved ball retention and pressing. Nice, meanwhile, are winless in the group and have conceded 5 goals in 2 matches. Their defence has been shaky, especially in transitions, and they've struggled to create chances with Jeremy Boga. I expect Celta to control the game and take the win. Celtic are unbeaten at home in their last 6 European matches and have kept 4 clean sheets in that run. Brendan Rodgers has them playing a high press and 4-3-3 with Dyson Maeda and Kelechi Iheanacho in great form. Sturm Graz has been inconsistent, losing to Lille and drawing with Freiburg. They struggle to defend against pace and movement, and Celtic's intensity at Parkhead should be overwhelming. I expect Celtic to dominate and win comfortably. Freiburg are top of their group with 2 wins and no goals conceded. Their tactical discipline under Christian Streich is impressive, with Vincenzo Grifo and Michael Georgic combining well in attack. Utrecht are bottom of the group and have conceded 4 goals already. They struggle to defend set pieces and lack midfield control. Freiburg's experience and structure should be enough to secure another clean sheet and win. Lille have been one of the most consistent sides in the competition. They've won both matches and kept clean sheets, with Jonathan David scoring in both games. Their midfield, led by Angel Gomez and Benjamin Andre, has dominated possession. PAOK were poor against Celta Vigo and have only scored once in the group. Their defensive line has been exposed repeatedly, and Lille's pace and technical quality should be too much. Midtjylland are unbeaten and have looked sharp, especially in transitions. Frankulo Ju and Errol Simsek have been clinical, and their midfield is compact and aggressive. Maccabi Tel Aviv have struggled with off-field distractions and lost to Bologna last time out. Their defence has been leaky, and they've conceded in 5 of their last 6 matches. Midtjylland's structure and counter-attacking ability should give them the edge. Malmo are strong at home and have scored in every Europa League match so far. However, they've also conceded in both games and lack defensive depth. Dinamo Zagreb are unpredictable, beating Fenerbahce but losing to Lyon. Bruno Petkovic and Luka Ivanask are their key threats, but they've struggled to control games away from home. I expect a cautious match with both teams scoring and sharing the points. Forest lost to Midtjylland last time out, but have looked strong at home. Morgan Gibbs-White and Callum Hudson-Odoi are key creative outlets, and they've just appointed Sean Dyche as their new manager. Porto are unbeaten but have looked vulnerable away, drawing with Betis and narrowly beating Ludogorets. Forest's energy and pressing game could cause problems, and I'm backing them to pull off a big win. Roma are top of their group with 2 wins and no goals conceded. Paulo Dybala and Evan Ferguson are linking up well, and their midfield, anchored by Cristante and Paradis, is controlling games. Paul Zen have struggled to create chances and lost both matches. Their defence has been exposed, and Roma's quality should be too much. Expect a dominant performance from the Italians. Young Boys are unbeaten at home in their last 7 European matches. Meschak, Ilya and Jean-Pierre Nizam are in form, and their midfield is pressing aggressively. Ludogorets have scored in both matches but conceded 5 goals. Their defence is shaky and they've struggled against high-tempo teams. Young Boys' energy and home support should help them edge a close contest. Let's now look at what the community and expert models are predicting for each match. Some of these align with my picks, but others are way off. Most of you are back in Braga, and rightly so. Their form and defensive record make them strong favourites. This is a big shift from earlier polls. Rangers' poor form seems to have turned fans towards Brann, and I agree. Interesting that Bologna got no votes. I think their Serie A quality will shine through, but fans are clearly impressed by FCSB's start. A strong vote for Fenerbahce, and I'm with you. Their attacking depth and home form are hard to ignore. Feyenoord are backed heavily despite their slow start. I think they'll finally deliver. Betis are getting a lot of love here. I went for a draw, but Betis' control and experience could swing it. Villa are rightly backed. Their form and squad depth make them clear favourites. Lyon's resurgence is being noticed, and I agree they should win this comfortably. A lot of fans expect a draw, which makes sense given Salzburg's struggles. I'm backing them to finally win though. Huge backing for Celta. Their recent form and Nice's defensive issues make this a fair call. Celtic are backed, but not overwhelmingly. I think they'll be more dominant than this suggests. Full confidence in Freiburg, and I agree Utrecht haven't shown enough to challenge. Lille's clean sheets and attacking form make them a safe pick. Fans are spot on. Midtjylland are rightly favoured. Their structure and form could give them the edge. Dinamo are backed heavily, and I agree Malmo's defence won't hold up. Fans are back in Porto, but I think Forest's home form could surprise them. Roma are rightly backed. Their squad depth and home record make them clear favourites. This one's surprising. I'm backing young boys at home, but fans seem to favour Ludogorets' attacking threat. That wraps up my matchday 3 predictions. Thanks for voting in the community polls. Some of your picks were bold and I love it. Let me know in the comments which predictions you agree with most, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more football content. See you next time for Conference League predictions tomorrow.